You know, in Arabic, there's a saying, "El batal ma bimut," which means the hero never dies. And, you know, in some sort of more fantastical movie traditions, you can see this happening, like Bollywood films, old Arabic action films, you know, nothing happens. You know, the hero might get a little bit bruised, they might but, you know, they might disappear under the hood of the car for a minute, but then they come back, right? So, and this is possible possibly what's going on in Call of Duty, right? You can't really kill the lovable rogue, right? That is whose narrative is at the heart of this this particular iteration of the game.
How are you still alive?
The commander, he spared me.
Why?
He had a message.
Because really, no
first.
matter how many times we play as Kyle or Captain Price, it's Alex who is the sort of emotional center of this game. We see him kind of negotiating with his CIA handler. We see him sort of playfully defying orders for the right reasons, you know, for the good cause. When he's told not to do something, you know, he's not just a killing machine or a cog in a faceless monolithic organization. He is a person with a soul and heart and like always good motivations, right?
I'm tired of being told who my friends are.
Alex, don't.
I'm going back to Urzikstan, staying with Father's army.
What you're doing is illegal.
I'm pretty sure everything we do is illegal.
And so you can see why that character can't really die and becomes emblematic of what the series is doing in terms of allowing especially young American men to see themselves as the saviors of mankind, which is truly where the sort of connection between the army and this game get a bit murky and things become more complex.
When I put on the mask, I know full well that I'm not Thomas anymore, I am actually Ghost.
One of the other ways to think about why Alex can't die is because if Alex were to die, that would be a lot more real and realistic and a lot closer to the realities of war. I think in Alex not dying, what you have is the sort of fantasy that it will be okay, that is then used to convince people to sign up for war. Because one of the darkest legacies of modern warfare, the connection between active military recruitment by the US Army, which is always looking to recruit young people to its ranks and does so in a variety of ways, from offering free rides through college to ways out of poverty.
The decision space where people are thinking about careers really starts at probably age 13-ish. And the United States spends a heck of a lot of money on high quality of life, right? Medical care, housing, educational opportunities. We kind of have an obligation to tell kids about that, both for the good of the Army and for the good of the kids.
And has never hesitated about using popular media, whether it's movies, whether it's comic books, in different eras, and now video games, in order to promote itself. The US Army has recently been exposed as recruiting streamers who play Call of Duty professionally for recruitment purposes. So to get the streamers to encourage their viewers to join the Army, right, through their participation in watching Call of Duty.
The U.S. Army Esports program is a recruiting outreach tool to help the Army connect with the fast-growing esports audience.
I ended up getting an email from the U.S. Army Esports team basically saying, hey, we're having tryouts, we're a thing, and these are the games that we're trying out for. Call of Duty was one of them, and of course, being as big a fan as I was, I figured I might as well try out.
This is where you see the direct link between the company that makes Call of Duty and the military working hand in hand. No one called us from the U.S. military to promote Call of Duty. We're just doing this on our own.
So, now that you got the rundown, guess we'll see you online. Do you have what it takes? Good luck.
Right.